Okay, I want to show you the new DOFFX2 link to Future Pinball. Just a brief overview of it. I'll do that by using the Indiana Jones Future Pinball game through Pinball X, and the reason for that is that I've got a genuine Indiana Jones machine and I can actually tell where some of the things are. So I'm just going to start up the game with nothing else running at the moment. So this is how the game would normally run. And all credit, obviously, to the authors of Future Pinball and GLXB and Highlander who actually wrote this table. I've just, as I say, used it as an example. So here's the standard table, just starting it up at the moment. And get the ball round. Got the normal sound effects through the speakers, being played very badly. Come back down to the flippers. So you've got normal flipper sounds, no slingshots or anything else. So if I exit out of there, just back to the Pinball X menu, and while at the menu, I'll just go across to my fourth screen over on the side here, which I use for debugging. I've just got to get the mouse over there. I've lost the mouse. There it is. So I'll fire up the DOFFX2 program. So that's now running on the screen here. Back at the Pinball X menu, so what I'll do, I'll fire up the Future Pinball game again. What will happen this time, with no changes to the Future Pinball script or anything else like that, it will actually detect the link. So you can see the first thing it's detected is that Future Pinball is running. Now as the table starts, as soon as the table starts, it'll actually tell you there's a link. And there it is, there's a link established now. So now if I start the game, as soon as I start, you'll start to see some messages coming up. And you will hear the direct output things actually running. So at the moment I've got it set up, there goes some center targets, you hear the flippers, slingshots, get some jets going. And you'll notice, you probably see the hue off the floor, the colour, the flashing that's actually happening underneath. What's happening is Future Pinball is actually sending messages to the DOFFX2 program. It's then picking those up and processing them. So all the flashing and all the timing and everything else like that is actually done by the DOFFX2 utility. So there's no need for a whole heap of timers within Future Pinball. I'll just push one more ball through there so you can hear a few more things. A few more colours flashing in the background. The main thing that's coming up on the screen, of course, are the flippers. So I'll quit out of here and head back to the menu and just show you a little bit under the covers of what's actually going on. So I'll quit out of the Pinball X menu, just turn the screen around to the side. I'm just going to quit out of the DOFFX2 utility, because otherwise if I fire up Future Pinball in edit mode, it will do some odd things. So if I just fire up Future Pinball, open up that table that I was actually just playing, and we have a look at the script. Now the script is the same whether you've got DOFFX2 running or not. That's the benefit of this, is the messages once if a link's not established, it will not send messages. So there's an extra line that goes in here for actually running a script, and then there's an example of what actually happens from there. Just trying to find flippers. Here's a flipper command. So you can see that there was a play sound flipper command. I've replaced that with a force feedback sound for the device right flipper on for 10 seconds, so they're in hundredths of seconds, and if it doesn't detect the link, it still plays the original flipper sound. So there's a whole series of commands like that for, see if we can find another one. Here's one for flashes. So it's a force feedback flasher. It's doing the device flasher outside right, flashing it, 8 iterations, 30, that's 30 hundredths of a second, sorry, at 100% yellow. So you can actually do different percentages. So a whole heap of commands. So it's the first time that you can actually write script that will run, go through, not be dependent on timers, and run a number of DOF devices. So you can actually run LEDWIZ, KL25Z, PACLED 64, and SaneStart Smarts at the moment. So if you were interested, have a bit more of a read, but just want to give you a quick overview. Thanks.